Now listen to me very carefully. AI could potentially start a war in Nigeria, and I am going to tell you something that no one else will. Listen through to the end and see if you can find out what that is. Yo, what's going on, my people? Welcome to the first episode of Titans Crown Conversations. On this podcast, no topic is off limits, from the bright ideas shaping our world to the wild possibilities of the future. We break it all down, keep it real, and keep you thinking. That being said, let's dive right in. I'm just going to get it out there. Bringing this episode to y'all. It was not easy, but we are finally here on the 20th, and I am delivering as promised. It's only going to get better from here. I mean, it wasn't easy putting together this episode, from scripting to recording, but yes, we are here and we're excited. Today, I'd like for us to turn our attention to something I believe is of importance. That is, talk about AI. What can AI do? What can it help you do better? What can it do for you? We're going to be indulging in a crown conversation in our throne room this evening. It's going to be very interesting. We're talking about banditry and cybercrime and how AI can help to call this issue of banditry and cybercrime in Nigeria. Believe me, banditry is something that is seeming to get out of hand. Every day, it feels like there's a new attack somewhere. Bandits. They are now making headlines. These guys, they are so bold now that you can go on TikTok and you will find these boys posting videos about themselves, showing off ransom money that they have collected. It's just too crazy in my opinion, and I feel like it's something worth talking about. What is banditry? How has it affected Nigeria? And approaches that can be made to call banditry in Nigeria in relation to artificial intelligence. Banditry is, I'm going to put it in my own terms, try to describe it as simply as I can. Back in the day, what we call bandits were mostly small-time criminals who stole cows and attacked isolated villages in the far north in states like Zamfara, Katsina. Over the years, with poverty, lack of security, and the collapse of traditional leadership structures, these criminals have become something else entirely. They now operate in large groups, armed with sophisticated weapons. No, it's no longer all those gura and hunters gun that we normally know them. These people are now seriously and heavily armed and have become a real problem for the Nigerian armed forces. And they attack villages, kidnap people for ransom, and even challenge the Nigerian military. These people are giving hard time. And this is not supposed to be so. I have seen the effects of this firsthand. I have family who have been kidnapped along the highways, especially this Abuja Kaduna road. Before, that road was something. This one is not today's news. That road was something else. 3, 4, 5 years ago, traveling on that road, if you no put mind for back, I know sure say you go feel reach your journey. That's just to tell you how crazy it was on this road. But I would like to commend the Nigerian government for the efforts that they have made. Now the road is a lot safer. I used that road 3, 4 months ago, around January. And yes, it's even a lot better. It's even in a lot better condition than it was. But people are now afraid to travel by road, especially in the north.
in the far north that are not as lucky as this Kaduna Abuja road, it is still a huge problem for them. Farmers are scared to go to their farm because these bandits attack them, forcing many to abandon their livelihoods. This has worsened food shortages across the country, and the prices of basic things like rice, maize, and tomatoes. Make una go price tomatoes for market here waiting, then go talk. Price beans, price rice. You find out that every day you go to market, the prices of these things are changing. They are no longer the way they used to be. And it's just really crazy in my own opinion that we are seeing these changes happening in real time. Every day they are changing. This one no be Dempsey that you hear. It used to be this price before, but it's now this price. This one you were buying it at this price, and now you go to the market, it's something else. The government has tried different methods, but nothing seems to be working. The truth is, many of these bandits are not just criminals, they are also hardened criminals. I'm going to put it like that. And many of them are also victims of a failed system. Many of them are young men with no education. They are not properly educated on how to go about navigating life properly in a civilized manner. All they know and all they have known is the life of which they are used to, a life that they have been subjugated to live as a result of a failed system. Because let's be very frank with ourselves, yes, they are pushed into these acts of violence. But I can say the same for the regular Nigerian that is walking on the road to them. Most of us, the way this thing is touching us, if not for the God that we serve or for the sense that we have, I'm sure by now people will be doing things that they are not even proud of. But you see, the thing is, when people are desperate and armed, not just desperate, a desperate person is already dangerous as they are. But now you now arm a desperate person, they will do anything to survive. You best believe. But let me tell you the worst part. Some politicians and powerful people are benefiting from this chaos. They fund and arm these groups for their selfish interests, and this one is fact. It is straight facts. That is why the problem is not going away. Because I believe there is even a famous quote from Sani Abacha that says, if any war in a country lasts for more than 24 hours, then you know that the government is definitely involved. And this issue of banditry has been eroding Nigeria for over a decade. This thing did not start today. It has been going on, and you are going to tell me that, or you expect me to believe, after all these years, nothing, no valuable, come on. They fund these groups for their selfish interests. That is why the problem is not going away until the government gets serious about security, provide real economic opportunities, and stop playing politics with Nigerians' lives. Banditry will continue to spread. Right now, it is mostly in the north, but let me warn you, if we are not careful, we can see it spread all over the country as well. And if that happens, Nigeria will be in even bigger trouble than we already are. We've talked about this problem of banditry. Now, what approaches can we take to call this banditry in relation with artificial intelligence? Because believe it or not, we are already entering the golden age of artificial intelligence. Every day you hear of huge advancements with AI. The possibilities are endless. It's only natural we see how we can apply this rising technology to the problem that we are facing in Nigeria as a whole. One way I believe artificial intelligence can help call this issue of banditry is predictive policing. Artificial intelligence can analyze vast amounts of data in record time. This is something that is already being done around the world. There are programs that can be used to analyze crime patterns that will further help law enforcement to be deployed and combat these insurgents before the crime takes place. Can you just imagine having law enforcement already deployed on site before these occurrences even happen? I mean, come on, we are going to be able to save large amounts of lives. We are going to be able to save a lot of lives and property that we will be able to stop from getting destroyed. And this is just one of the ways. Another one I would like for us to look at is data analysis. I mean, the rate at which AI can analyze vast amounts of data is outrageous and mind-boggling. AI can analyze large data sets to identify recruitment hotspots and supply chains for weapons, because these guys, they are not getting their men from the bush that they are held up in now. They are not getting their ammunition and their weapons in the bush that they are held up in. They surely go out to recruit. They surely go out to get more weapons. They are not producing ammunition. They are not there producing more bandits. So analyzing vast data sets would help to identify recruitment hotspots and supply chain of weapons of these bandits, and that is going to deal a severe blow to the heart of banditry. Another approach I would like for us to look at is resource allocation. A learning model that incorporates machine learning can optimize the deployment of security personnel and resources to the most vulnerable areas that have been hit the most, areas that have suffered. AI can help optimize the deployment of personnel and resources to these areas, to these villages, to these remote locations, ensuring that the people in these areas get the help they need. We can also look at communication interception. Artificial intelligence can help enhance cyber intelligence capabilities to intercept and decode criminal communications. These bandits are organized. These guys are not committing random acts of violence. They are organized. They receive order. There is a chain of command. So artificial intelligence can definitely help to intercept and decode their communications. It will also help to acquire valuable information on their day-to-day operation, on how they carry out their operations. This is a call to action. Please believe me, this is not me telling the Nigerian government how to do their job. Ending banditry in Nigeria requires collective will from the government, civil society, and every citizen. I personally believe that with the integration of advanced technologies like AI, a safer, more prosperous Nigeria is definitely within reach. Good evening, Nigerians.